Well, good morning, everybody. To all of my friends that are watching this live broadcast on Facebook, or to all of you that are watching this on LinkedIn or on my YouTube channel, a special good morning. It is Saturday. It is the 6th of May. And there has never been a better time for you to build your business using LinkedIn, for that matter, any social network at all. The summer is about to start, and the bottom line is there are more people than ever before that are looking for a way to make full-time income, part-time income. They'd like to do it remotely. They'd like to do it from home. You have the solution to their problem. Now, for those of you that are participating in this live Zoom session, welcome. A number of you are bootcamp students, a number of you are coaching students, and a number of you are guests of students that want to check this out. So I want to welcome all of you, and please type in the chat window if you have any questions. Now I'm going to jump over here and start out by saying that there have never been an easier and faster way to build your business, specifically using LinkedIn right now. And over the last 3 days, LinkedIn is making unbelievable changes to basically make it easier for you to find people, but at the same time, they're making changes to protect the paying LinkedIn members from an onslaught of people that can't resist the notion that there are 940 million people in one place that you could reach out and talk to about your business. And so you're going to be able to use LinkedIn's explosive growth to ignite your business, but we have to step around all the landmines that are out there. If we look at LinkedIn's history since the beginning of the year, in January, they had 90 million professional users. February, 910 million. They're adding roughly 10 million users a month. And now, going into May, it's confirmed 940 million users. If this continues, and there's no reason to think that it won't, by November, they will have 1 billion users. It's inevitable. Now, over the years, I've watched this happen with MySpace. I've watched this happen with Facebook. And now we're watching it happen with LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is the social network that you want to be on because it's supposed to be for professional users. Supposed to be. But now there's an onslaught of people that are anything but professional as far as their agendas are concerned. But the information they're putting out there about themselves would make someone appealing to you, or would make you appealing to someone. So what LinkedIn has done, and they added this last year, where people could put an open to work frame around their photo. Initially, this was set up for one purpose. You're looking for work? Let the world know. And the users on LinkedIn take these features and they make their own strategies out of it. So now when you look at the open to work frame, people could either be looking for jobs, or they could be web developers, they could be coaches, they could be all kinds of professionals that are looking for customers. So here I am an SEO expert and I am open to work. Let me help you get the #1 ranking on Google. So now we have to take an extra nanosecond to determine, are they open to work because they're looking for a job, or are they looking for customers? Now, I want you to think about it for just a minute. You do a search for sales trainers that are all looking for work, but they've all got different backgrounds. Not all of these 28 sales trainers would be interested in getting into your business. More importantly, not all of these 28 sales trainers would be good at it. All right? The beauty of LinkedIn, the beauty of having all this information in front of you, is that you could quickly and easily, in literally less than 2 or 3 back and forth messages, identify the people who would be good and successful in your business, and frankly, who would be open to looking at it. So out of 28 people here, roughly 25% of them would be great prospects for your business. These are the people that you want to talk to. And the sooner you recognize who you want to talk to and distinguish them from the people that you don't want to talk to, that's when your business takes on a whole new exciting level. Sam enrolls 90% of the people that he talks to. When he sent me this, he had added 21 new team members in 3 weeks. That's 1 person a day. It's 1 person a day. He went on to say, your way of coaching gave me the reassurance to go from where I was for a few months, stuck, not going forward, getting rejection after rejection, to signing up 90% of the time. Now, Sam has been on LinkedIn for a long time. And so he used one of their new features to identify people that he'd already been talking to. But he specified specifically investors and people in real estate. He honed in on a group of professionals that he knew would naturally be interested in his business. 1 person a day, and 9 out of 10 people that he talked to said yes. I'm not sharing this with you to impress you. I'm sharing this with you to impress upon you what you can be doing. Now, I used to live across the street from a park, and they had a 1/4 mile track. All right. And I kind of joked about it because if I wanted to get out on that track and run around it 1/4 mile, I couldn't do it. I mean, I'm totally out of shape. If you wanted to do it, you know, how do you start? Well, first you start by walking around the track, and you build up your stamina. You build up your strength. And it may take you time, but eventually anybody could learn, condition themselves to be able to run around that track. I'm not talking about breaking any records. I'm just saying run around the track. God knows how long it would take me. But the bottom line is it's doable. Anybody can do it. Now, the more you do it, the more times you work at it, the more you build up your stamina, the better you're going to get. You weren't born with the ability to walk. All of us learn how to walk at different stages, different ages. It comes down to persistence and repetition. And it also comes down to how bad do you want to do it? And I used to use the example of learning how to drive a car. Now, my first car was a stick shift, where you had to use the clutch and you had to rotate the gears. It was the same thing. You learn how to drive a stick shift with practice. The more you do it, the better you get at it. How fast you learn how to do it is going to be determined by how bad do you want to get in that car and drive it. How bad do you want to be successful in your network marketing business comes down to how bad do you want to master a process that is so simple. Not only can anybody do it, I'm going to give you another example. Francisco started to learn how to do this 23 years ago. He was building a prepaid legal business at the time. And after working with me for about maybe 6 or 7 months, he got his income up to about $3,000 a month. He was in his 20s. 3 years ago, in 2020, he gets back into network marketing. He was delighted to learn that everything that I taught back in the AOL days still applied today, only he had access to more people. The scripts still work, the strategies still work, and he knew more about them. So he targeted seasoned, experienced network marketers. And from 2020 to February of 2023, he built an organization of 500,000 people. Now, is that something that anybody can do? Absolutely. It all comes down to who are you talking to. So in the summer last year, he was so busy enrolling the top earner from another company who had 600,000 people on his team who was looking for another company. Why? Because the owner of the company and the master distributor were about to release a new compensation plan that would take away a lot of money from his people and take away a lot of money from him. So he left. He went over to Francisco's company. Francisco met him online, and that's a story all by itself. And within 60 days, he brought 200,000 people into Francisco's business. Last December, he connected with another whale in another company that had 200,000 people in his organization. Most of them are customers, not necessarily business builders. And that whale, by February, brought 80,000 people into Francisco's business. Again, is this something that you could do? Absolutely. Absolutely. But why I'm bringing this up is because it was the second part of his statement. In the last 7 days, your elegant strategies and scripts have enabled me to enroll 25 people. That's 25 people in 7 days. How do you do that? Well, we have a number of tactics. We have a number of strategies that will enable you to start conversations with people that you're connected to or people that you want to be connected to. So now LinkedIn is up to 940 million users. And frankly, 340 million users, according to them, are monthly active users. 199 million users in the United States, 21 million in Canada. India has the next largest group, 101 million, and then Chinese, 59 plus million, and this number is growing dramatically because we're seeing more and more people jumping into LinkedIn from China. So here are some new LinkedIn statistics. First, 4 new members are signing up on LinkedIn every second. It used to be 2. People between the ages of 25 to 34 account for almost 60% of their user base. And this is the reason that LinkedIn is changing dramatically, because they're adding features, they're adding things that frankly will appeal to people in this age group, not in my age group, not in, hey, listen, if you're in your 40s, not so much. But that doesn't diminish the power of LinkedIn. It really doesn't. Over 58 million companies are registered on LinkedIn. Bed Bath & Beyond is going out of business. You can jump on LinkedIn right now. There are 57,000 people in Bed Bath & Beyond. They're all losing their jobs. Over 129,000 schools are registered on LinkedIn. One of my coaching students recruited Alex Morton, who has become a bit of a leader in the industry. Recruited him out of Arizona State University. Alex today, actually, the first 4 years that Alex was building a Vima business, he became $1 million earner while he was still in college. 39,000 different skills are now listed. What LinkedIn has done is every time you put down a job, something that you're doing, now they let people indicate what are the skills that you developed working there. So with 39,000 different skills listed, a few weeks ago, working with a couple of my coaching students, I said, let's try this. Let's search for people that have the experience and skills to be successful in your business, like sales, sales training period, building teams, building team building skills, team motivation, teaching, leadership training, team building skills. And the search results were amazing. So LinkedIn and Facebook are the 2 best social networks to build your business on because they provide you with the easiest direct access to the most people. But while LinkedIn has 940 million professional users and Facebook is now up to 2.98 billion users, they're not growing as fast. Today, for building your business, LinkedIn is 100 times better. LinkedIn is hot. Now, your success on LinkedIn is going to depend on a number of factors. Optimizing your profile so it can be found in everyone's search results. Adjusting your profile settings so people can see the important details. Understanding their dynamic use and how people communicate with others. Now, all of the features that are attached to these things are changing all the time. Positioning yourself as an authority within your niche market and industry. Creating effective lead generation methods that turn prospects to business builders. Influencing your audience with effective posting. Efficiently qualifying your prospects to increase your closing ratios. And in May, we're going to be introducing some new tactics, new scripts, new strategies that will enable you to beat your competition to connecting with the hottest prospects. It'll enable you to produce immediate results and faster enrollments, position yourself as an authority to everyone in your niche market, ensure you'll be chosen over your competition. And this, my friends, is very important because you're not the only person in your company. You're not the only person in network marketing that is reaching out to the people you are. We'll show you how to enroll experienced leaders and many more new reps and how you can duplicate the process with everyone on your team. Now, I'm going to pop over here and I'm going to jump over to my LinkedIn page. Right now, I want you to notice down here at the bottom, I have 2 messages from LinkedIn members. Let's open up this one. Well, here's somebody that was on my 3rd level. I hope to build a good relationship with you because I believe that knowledge comes from life and any business cooperation starts from friendship. I know you are very busy at work and rarely come to this platform to chat. So I suggest to leave a contact information for each other, which also lays the foundation for future chats. I use WhatsApp a lot. You can send your WhatsApp to me to add you. You're going to see a lot of that. And the bottom line is LinkedIn threw him off. He's not there anymore. She's not there anymore. The other one. Same thing. Let me go into my message area. All right, so this is one. The other one just was completely eliminated. One of the features that you're going to love to use is celebrations. That's what Sam uses. Because we can pop over here and we can see who's having a birthday. And this has been a very effective way to start up conversations. Let's take a look at Robert. So it's Robert's birthday tomorrow. I've been connected to Robert since 2018, but we've never talked. Never talked. Now, if you don't have celebrations on your page, we gave you can literally find it on your own. I'll put it in the chat. Even though you don't have it, use that link and the celebrations feature is attached to your profile. They're just not giving it to you yet. All right, so Debbie, that's an interesting question. Well, Richard, this is only going to show you the birthdays of the people that you are directly connected to. All right. It's going to show you the work anniversaries of people that you are directly connected to. It's going to show you the people that you are directly connected to that are starting new jobs. The key word here is people you are directly connected to. That's one of the reasons why you want to build up your connections. Sales Navigator has also made some rather significant changes. All right. And I mean significant changes. I was working with one of my coaching students yesterday, and I was in the process of showing him Sales Navigator. And they changed it. Now I'm in Sales Navigator every day. So we go up here, we do a search. People who are looking for an opportunity in remote sales. We hit the enter key. Now, even when we do this, they're moving things around. People who posted in the last 24 hours. People that posted in the last week. This is all new. So let's see who posted in the last 24 hours. Now, again, these are people that you are directly, well, in this case, first, second, or third level. Here's somebody that is looking for remote work. So there's a easier way to do this, but we're talking about Sales Navigator. So looking for remote opportunities, click on people. Now, let's go over to Sales Navigator. So when we did the search this way, we came up with 2,300. We use Sales Navigator, you got 24,000. What's the difference? The difference is Sales Navigator digs deeper into the profile, and if somebody has looking on their profile, opportunity, sales, or remote, any one of those words, they're going to pop up here. Now, we scroll down here. We can do it by geography. And they took spotlights off. For those of you that are students, they took spotlights off. And what they've done is they've changed it. Recent updates. Posted on LinkedIn. You got to turn it on. So here we have 6,000 people. And they're giving you all kinds of additional information about these folks that are going to make it easier for you to talk to people. And that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, it comes down to one thing: conversation. Who are you talking to? Period. All right, so let me come back over here to the regular LinkedIn. And let's look up Frank. Morning, Frank.
Frank?
Frank, do you have a LinkedIn profile yet?
No, I haven't yet. I've just got started on it.
Okay. Are you on Facebook?
Not yet either. No,
Okay.
I'm brand new to both.
Brand new?
Yep.
Where have you been? Where have you been?
Not on social media.
Well, listen. What? You're not alone. Okay. You're not alone. And frankly, the fact that you're here now is going to be a wonderful thing for your business. I can't tell you how many people, how many top earners in network marketing come back and they tell me, oh my God, I wish I had access to this information 10 years ago. The thing is that 10 years ago, LinkedIn was nothing like this. The social media changes, the internet changes. So let's do this. What's your background? What are some of the things you've done? Were you in the military?
Radio, television sales, own my own business, on-call meter reader, a diverse thing. I've never really found my niche until the last one, which was an on-call meter reader. I love meeting people, solving problems. That was probably the best job I ever had.
Okay. So what you can do when we fill out our profile, what we want to do is we want to amplify the things that you've done. Now, when you say you had your own business, what kind of a business was it?
Okay.
When you had your own business, what kind of a business was it?
I had a mailing and shipping center in West Seattle.
Okay. So what you can do, I mean, literally, you can come on here. Once your profile is set up, you can reach out to all kinds of people that first and foremost, would be interested in the business you're in. So what is the business you're in? What are you trying to market? What company are you working with?
I'm with Avini Health.
Okay.
In fact, I just saw one of my associates on there just a minute ago. You're showing Rich Cotter. He's a good friend of mine.
Okay. In fact, a number of people from your company have just jumped into boot camp. So it's a health and wellness, product. So you can come over here once your profile is set up, and what you're doing with your profile is you're creating your profile to give you credibility with the people that would naturally be interested in your product. So if we came over here and we said, show me all of the, well, first, let's see how many nurses, people in health, that are on LinkedIn. Again, we come over here and we click on, now, folks, for those of you that have been doing this for a while, you're going to notice that LinkedIn is moving things around, and they're moving things around for a reason. Historically, over the years, as social networks became more popular, you get knowledgeable computer people that know how to write programs. And they now, the expression is robots. They can create a robot that can jump into LinkedIn or any social network, and you see everything on here is in a specific place. And so they program their software to type in nurse up here, to click on people, to bring up the search results that what they're looking for. And then they'll just scroll down and send connection requests automatically to people. The SEO, search engine optimization people, do the same thing. They write programs that will take your website and trick Google so that your website gets higher placement. And when they do it effectively and they do it properly, you could end up on the first page of Google when people type in a particular word. And in a short period of time, your page can actually be number one. You have nothing to do with the word, but you're tricking Google. So Google, every 60 days, 45 days, 90 days, is going in and they're revamping their entire platform. And when that happens, you're no longer number one on Google. You don't even show up because they've moved things around. And that's exactly what's happening here on LinkedIn. So, but we're not going to be involved in any of that stuff. The only thing that you all have to be aware of is you're going to experience change. Best example I can give you a change would be, we got a mobile phone. Frank, what kind of a phone do you have? You have an Apple or you got a
Apple.
Okay, perfect. So you got an Apple. It's taken you a while to figure out where to find stuff. And we're learning new things about it all the time. But the annoying thing about it is you can go to bed, wake up in the morning, and now you got a little notification that overnight LinkedIn has, Apple has updated your software to version X. And when they do that, everything changed. They've moved things around. And it's a pain in the neck. The stuff is still there. You just have to figure out where is it.
Exactly.
And then once we know where it is, we're good until they do it again. And the reason they do it, frankly, is to streamline the operation of everything. And more important than that, to protect the user. And so I'll give you a call after this, and I know you're in boot camp, but I'll give you some pointers on how you can get started. What I want to do here is I'm going to pop out of my account, because you see, at the end of the day, once your profile is set up, remember, we're creating our profile for the people that we want to talk to. So let me see, Raymond raised his hand. Raymond, did you have a question?
No, I just want to say hi to everybody. Looking forward to boot camp on the 11th.
Welcome. Well, we're glad you're here.
Thanks.
All right, so I'm in Debbie's account. And Debbie is at the advanced level. She's one of my coaching students. She's been a student for quite some time. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to create a profile. The important things about your profile: your picture, your cover, your headline, and then the About Me section, where you tell people about yourself. Right? Now, the profile cover is important. It's a very important part of the process. And so in one of our coaching sessions, we went in and we found this picture of a blonde sitting on a sailboat. And so when people look at this picture, they think it's Debbie. We're not trying to be deceptive. It's all about lifestyle. It's all about lifestyle. And so you can put something up there. We're not trying to sell a service. We're not trying to sell products. What we're trying to do is we're trying to sell ourselves. Let me be clear about that. We're trying to sell ourselves. We're giving ourselves credibility. So when the average person on LinkedIn sees our profile, well, they want to know more about us. And when you reach out to connect with somebody, because that's the beauty of this, we don't have to sit back and wait for people to find us. Because frankly, the people that you want to talk to, most likely, they're not looking for you. But you can reach out to people that are looking for opportunities. You could reach out to people that would naturally be attracted to network marketing, naturally attracted to your business. And when we reach out to them, the first thing they do is they see your profile and they go, wow, this is somebody that I would really like to be connected to. There's some potential synergy. But by the same token, when they're looking at your profile, they're not going, it's another one of those pyramid pushers trying to sell me something. You're here to network. You're here to expand your network. And I want to remind all of my coaching students that are here that we have a mastermind session at 1 o'clock. Now, let's go over to Debbie's network. So she's got 10 people that want to connect with her. She's got 4,900 connections. And remember, your connections have connections. So these 4,900 people, it's 4,700 that are on our first level are connected to people. Those 4,700 people connect her to 1,560,000. On LinkedIn, you can easily communicate with people on your first, second, and third level. The third level are the connections of people on the second level. So Debbie can easily communicate with 898 million people on LinkedIn. Now, when we do searches for people, we're all fishing in the same pool. But our search results are going to be different. They're going to be different based on where we are, and they're going to be different because of who we are and how we compare with the people that we're searching. So, Michael, yes. Yes, you're in coaching, And do me a favor, send me a just send me a message on LinkedIn. Can everybody see my screen? Okay, good. Well, Warren, seems like everybody else can. All right, so now let's come over to so Debbie sent this out today. And Lori has already responded. So we come down here to celebrations. Let's go to birthdays. So these are people that she's connected to. They're having a birthday on Monday. So Lincoln is starting so you got to leave to do a presentation 50 miles away. So that's going to be an hour drive there and an hour drive back. Frank, once you get on social media, you're not going to do that anymore. Well, Warren, everything changes. So let's take a look at Jim Clark. Oh, you sent a message to him. So let's come down here and look at Elaine. It's her birthday. But if we look at her profile, you've been connected to her since 2012. You never had a conversation. This is the power of celebrations. So come back over to message area. So Richard's got 908 million people that I can talk to. Key is to be someone that they want to talk to. All right, so let's come over here and look at Dana. Okay, now, so we're talking to somebody that was looking for a job. She worked for Bed Bath & Beyond for 8 years. Just got let go in May, in May. And now she found another job in another store. And so what we wanted to find out was how does the compensation compare? It's simple. Now, at this juncture, I would not use a side hustle. In other words, you could easily say to somebody, you know, many of the retail managers that I work with are all working with a network marketing company to generate extra income on the side. And we could ask, what network marketing companies have you worked with? But she just started a new job. She's managing a new store. She is not going to have the time to look at anything else right now. You'd probably be better off checking back with her in 60 days. How's everything going on? How is everything working? As opposed to trying to talk to her about something else. One of the most important things about everything you're learning is when to stop talking to people and when to move on, talk to other people, come back at the appropriate time. That's going to be huge for all of you. That's what helps Sam filter out the people. 9 out of 10 people he's talking to about the business. Now, he could be talking to 20 people a day. But as the conversation progresses, and he realizes that a person on the other end is not a prospect for his business, he stops talking to them, never brings up his business. Okay? And that's what you all need to learn to do. Now, Richard, I've been using the scripts you gave me and do everything you told me to do because I think it will work. And the bottom line, Richard, is get on an Ask Max session, because I guarantee you, if people aren't responding to you, there's too many. Let me get out of Debbie's account. Okay, so we're going to come over here. Okay. Now, so you're reaching out to people and nobody's responding to you. Now, you'll hear me say this at least 30 times a month. If people aren't responding to you, it's either because of your page or the people you're choosing to talk to or what you're saying to people. With you, it's your profile. It's your profile. Why? Look, okay, look at this. All right. I'm a machine operator. Grammar here is not the best. All right. People aren't responding to you because they don't want to talk to you. All right. There's nothing appealing about your profile. Starts with your profile. Now, let me okay, so what I'm going to do for those of you that are coaching students, send me a message on LinkedIn and I'll send you the link to the mastermind. What goes in the about section now, the grammar here, Richard, is you got to work on your grammar. I took up sale. That should be sales. I worked in a factory for 7 years. Everybody's coming back. Now, we use the same mastermind link every time. All right. Now, let me just say this. On Sunday night, let me put in the chat. We're going to be introducing, again, new information, new strategies. We want to put all of you in a position where you can all be talking to 20 people a day. 20 people a day. And closing one. When you're talking to the right people, it'll happen. All right? Boot camp starts this coming Thursday. I want to remind all of you that as soon as you register for boot camp, you're going to have access to last month's boot camp, so you can get started right away. You have the profile guide, there's a whole section in there about how to create that About Me section. You're going to have our new private message scripts book, which is going to be loaded up the day of boot camp. Want to remind you, today is National Nurses Day. On Tuesday is National Teachers Day. On the 15th, it's National Chocolate Chip Day. They're all, and this is just one source of holidays. That you could start conversation with leading up to the Memorial Day weekend, which is at the end of the month. One of my students made a post on Friday of the beginning of the Memorial Day weekend. Sign up 5 people. Again, it all comes down to who you're talking to. And yes, Richard, you definitely want to change that. So I will be back Sunday night for those of you that are coaching students. If you don't have a link to the mastermind session, send me a message on LinkedIn and I'll shoot it over to you. Until next time, best of luck in building your business and God bless.